So you guys were I'm hearing a lot of you guys wanted a theme song shortened, so here we go. This girl reviews movies, games, and books. Sometimes she plays them. So does that, and when she does it with the cat, does that make her crazy? Does that make her crazy? Probably. So, it's shorter. There you go. Crazycatlady or Martha Butler does not own any trailers or pictures. I use them under fair use, educational, for education and entertainment purpose.
Hi everybody, and lady, what's your favorite scary movie? So, got done watching the movie, The Fifth Scream, Scream 2005, Scream 2022, but we're gonna call it Scream here, aren't we, lady?
Yes, because we think it's a stupid idea.
But I think I know what they're doing. No one heard anything that Halloween did with them name it the same exact thing and confusing us. And we have to go and look it up to find out which one we want to watch. We have to put the dumb year by it. So, and when I have to put this on the dumb title, I have to put the dumb year by it. So, I went and watched it. I didn't watch it in theaters. I watched it on a streaming service. The VO thing it's called, where they put things on digital. Because right now, I'm sadly not able to go to the theater. So, for the time being. So I switched to on that streaming service for me to watch it. So, this, and I didn't know I was going to watch this one, because you know me in horror movies, but Scream is one of the ones I actually give a chance to. I've actually seen all of them now, because I watched the fourth one recently, not so long ago, but I was going to wait to do that one for Halloween, but since this one's new, I'll do this one for you guys. So, it was great. I kind of like this one. I think I like this one more than let me the door. Hopefully, the person I live with now is watching the movie. I told him to turn it down, but in case the movie is still getting in there, in here, hopefully the door will block it out somehow. Anyway, this new movie is pretty good. I'm not gonna give the whole entire summary of it, because you know my camera juice. But I'll get the rundown of what I mostly like. I wanted to do this one face to face since it's one of the few horror franchise I like, because I like the meta-ness of it, and I like the fact that it's making fun of it. And this one, I think it did a lot better job than making fun than the last one did, because the fact that they did a whole entire thing. My favorite part was in this movie was when they were like pointing out like how much people nowadays don't want remakes. And in fact, it was Randy's niece that was doing this, because they have a lot of family members of that were related to the ones who have died, and the killers. And in this, so Randy's niece, and we didn't even know Randy had a sister. I don't know how she survived the original, but yeah, and she wasn't even in the original. So is that a little retcon-ish? That was the first time they did that. They retcon stuff. Let me check the battery. Okay. We're good. So, anyway, she, like, starts pointing out, like, how we don't want any more movies made, and basically, we just want them to honor the original. We're gonna do it. They even bring up Ghostbusters and stuff like that, and stuff like that. And I just like that. That part was pretty cool. It's just funny, and I'm okay with it, even though it made me cry. I understand why they did it, but one of the three died. Dewey. I love him. And out of the three, Dewey's the one I like the most. He was, like, he actually listened to Randy when he, and stuff like that. Sydney, she didn't want to fool with any of this stuff, and she's unlike a lot of the other ones, she's actually smart. And sadly, Dewey, before he dies, he calls her and tells her, don't come back. She's coming back after he gets killed. And Gail and him split up again. And the fact that one of the people that are there is Loomis's daughter. This is so weird. Anybody that's not Sydney and Billy has a kid with somebody else. It's weird. And that person ended up dead in order to have a kid. This is weird. But, you know, they have to make one of them do it. And I like the fact that Billy is actually in this movie. They got the same actor. It's the same exact actor. It has to be him. It looks like him, and he still looks like frickin' Johnny Depp still back then. They still make him look like it. So, it's a good movie. Like, and they even changed they did a little flip on, like, the first death a little bit. Instead of she dying at the beginning, she survives. And she ends up being, Sam, the one who is Billy Loomis's daughter, have it be her sister Tara. And Tara lives for the whole entire thing. So, yeah. And she's the one with the group. And the ones that died are, I think, Stu's son or somebody related to Stu. And the deputy in this movie, it was a deputy in the fourth movie, he's now a sheriff in this one because they forced Stewie to retire, and she ends up dying in it, and her son ends up dying west. And they made it look like Randy's niece and nephew were gonna die, but they didn't. And the one who ended up being killers in this is Sam's boyfriend, Jack, and Tara's best friend, Amber, who was the one that phone was cloned. But so yeah, I liked it. It was a pretty good movie. I did almost cry when Dewey died, and I kind of liked what they were calling this sheriff now, Judy. I don't know if that's a real name, but they couldn't make it sound like saying Junior and Dewey put together or something like that. So it was great. I liked it. I'm gonna give it. Can't believe I'm doing this to a horror movie. I'm gonna give a horror movie a good score. You hear that, horror movies out there? You're getting a good score from a non-horror fan. Happy? I'm gonna give it a 8 out of 10. And also, I know you were there, dead meat. Haha. Saw you, James. And your new wife. Saw ya. Like that little video you guys talking about one of the I call about the stab movies. Saw ya. Like, favorite, subscribe. Bye bye.
Hi here. So, well, I have a little addness onto this, but another part I liked was when we think Randy's niece is gonna die here. I like the randomness of this scene here. It's because when we see her get killed, they have a scene of her staring at her uncle, or the person playing her uncle, in the Stab movie. And they're having a little metamus right here, having her like telling her dad, who was telling the girl on Halloween, wasn't Halloween, behind you, and now she's telling her uncle behind you. this is that was just way too meta, and that part's pretty funny. And so, but she actually looks behind her. So, yep, that part was pretty good. So,